Okay. Good morning, students. So today we learn about units and measurements. Units and measurements, students. Actually, this is the second chapter in our first PU physics. Okay. So units and measurements. This is the second chapter. So generally, physics is a exact science because of all laws expressed in mathematical form in physics. That's why physics is called exact science. All laws, all physics laws expressed in mathematical form also, theoretically and mathematically proved. So that's why physics is called exact science. Exact science. Okay. So generally, students, physical quantities. What is meant by physical quantity? So physical quantity means the quantity which is measurable is called physical quantity. The quantities which are measurable, that quantities are known as physical quantities. So generally, example for physical quantities, of course, all quantities are measurable. Almost all quantities are measurable. That quantities are known as physical quantities. Mass, example for physical quantities, mass, length, time, electric current, luminous intensity, amount of substance, temperature, whatever it is, velocity, speed, distance, displacement, acceleration, force, momentum, torque, moment of couple, surface tension, inertia. These are all physical quantities. The quantities which are measurable is called a physical quantity. Okay, Nana? See, physical quantity. Physical quantity. See, students. So, physical quantity. What is meant by physical quantity? The quantities which are measurable is called physical quantity. These are the quantities which are measurable. So that is nothing but physical quantity. So example for physical quantities, of course, we know all quantities are almost measurable, but few quantities are there which are not measurable. That quantities are known as non-physical quantities. That quantities are known as non-physical quantities. Okay. See, first of all, we discussed about physical quantity. These are the quantities which are measurable. So for example, students, mass, length, time, temperature, etc. So, etc. Temperature, velocity, acceleration, these are all physical quantities. All quantities are measurable like this. Mass, measured in kilograms. Length, measured in meters. Time, in seconds. Temperature, in kelvins. Of course, velocity in meter per second. Acceleration, meter per second square. Force, Newton. All quantities are measurable. So that quantities are known as physical quantities. See, dear students, some non-physical quantities are there. Non-physical quantities. Non-physical quantity. So, non-physical quantities. So, these are the quantities which are not measurable. That is nothing but non-physical quantities. For example, smile, music, beauty, charm. So, like that. So, these are all non-physical quantities. Non-physical quantities. So, these are all not measurable. The quantities which are not measurable, the quantities are known as non-physical quantities. These quantities are not measurable. Example, beauty, smile, or charm, handsome, like that. Music. Okay, so these are all non-physical quantities. Okay, see dear students, physical quantities are classified into two categories. Physical quantities are classified into two categories. So physical quantities are classified into two categories. Fundamental quantities and derived quantities. See dear students, physical quantities are classified into two categories. See, fundamental quantities and derived quantities. What are fundamental quantities? Are base quantities. So, these are the physical quantities which are independent of other quantities. So, that means these are the fundamental quantities. Fundamental quantities are base quantities means what? The physical quantities which are independent on others. The quantities are known as fundamental physical quantities. That means fundamental quantities are not derived from any other quantities. Simply. So that is nothing but fundamental quantities. So example for fundamental quantities. Example for fundamental quantities. So what are fundamental quantities? These are the quantities which are not derived from any other quantities. That is called fundamental physical quantities. Moreover, the physical quantities which are independent on other quantities. That quantities also fundamental or base quantities. Example for fundamental quantities. That is length, mass, time, temperature, electric current, luminous intensity, amount of substance, etc. So these are the fundamental physical quantities. See dear students, length, mass, time, so temperature, electric current, luminous intensity, amount of substance, etc. So these are the length, mass, time, temperature, electric current, luminous intensity, amount of substance. These are fundamental quantities. Generally students, fundamental quantities are 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So these are the fundamental quantities students. These quantities cannot derive from any other quantities. So these are the fundamental or base quantities. So fundamental are the base quantities. Okay. So next one, derived quantities. What are derived quantities? Of course, these are physical quantities which are derived from fundamental quantities. Is called derived quantities. Dear students, please remember it. What are derived quantities? The quantities which are derived from fundamental quantities is called derived quantities. So example for derived quantities. So remaining except 7, remaining all physical quantities in our physics, derived quantities. మొత్తం కూడా derived quantities remaining. So that is speed, velocity, acceleration, force, torque, work, potential, resistance, etc., surface tension, whatever it is, magnetic field strength, electric field strength, all quantities are derived quantities. Remaining all except 7 remaining quantities, remaining physical quantities in our physics. Remaining complete quantities, remaining quantities, it is derived quantities. These 7 it is the remaining మొత్తం కూడా ఏ quantities are derived quantities. What are derived quantities? These are the physical quantities which are derived from fundamental quantities. So that quantities are known as derived quantities. Okay. See, here students, measurement. So what is meant by measurement? It is a process of comparison of given physical quantity with the internationally accepted unit of same kind. That is nothing but simply measurement. See, dear students, measurement. So already in the lower standards, lower classes, already we know, we are studying. So measurement. What is meant by measurement? What is meant by measurement? So it is a process of comparison of given physical quantity with the internationally accepted unit of same kind. That is called simply measurement. Simply measurement. Simple గా మనం సో ఏదైనా ఒక ఫిజికల్ క్వాంటిటీ మనం మెజర్ చేసేటప్పుడు దానికి ఒక పర్టికులర్ ఇంటర్నేషనల్ యాక్సెప్టెడ్ యూనిట్తో మెన్షన్ చేస్తాం. సో దట్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ సింపుల్గా మెజర్మెంట్. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ లెంత్ ఎక్స్ప్రెస్డ్ ఇన్ మీటర్స్. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ length of the scale is 100 centimeters. 100 centimeters or 1 meter. 1 is the numerical value. Meter is the unit. Meter is the unit. Okay. So measurement means, what is meant by measurement? It is the process of comparison of given physical quantity with the internationally accepted unit of same kind. That is called measurement. For the purpose of measurement, there are two conditions or there are two terms must be required. Two terms must be required. So, ఏంటి ఆ terms అంటే జనరల్గా యూనిట్ ఒకటి. సో మెజర్ చేయాలంటే మనకి ఒకటి ఏం కావాలంటే మెయిన్గా యూనిట్ ఒకటి కావాలి. యూనిట్. సెకండ్ వన్ న్యూమరికల్ వాల్యూ. numerical value. So numerical value కావాలి, యూనిట్ ఒకటి కావాలి. సో ఈ రెండు ఉంటే కనుక ఈ రెండు టర్మ్స్ యూజ్ చేసి మనం మెజర్ చేయొచ్చు ఎనీ ఫిజికల్ క్వాంటిటీ. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ సో మాస్ ఆఫ్ ద బాడీ ఈజ్ 10 kg. Mass of the body is what? 10 kg. In this case, 10 is what? 10 is the numerical value. Kg is the unit. Internationally accepted unit. Kilograms. Kg is the unit. So, మనం ఏ ఫిజికల్ క్వాంటిటీనైనా మెజర్ చేయాలి అంటే మనకి రెండు టర్మ్స్ కావాలి. ఒకటి ఏంటంటే యూనిట్, ఇంకోటి ఏంటంటే న్యూమరికల్ వాల్యూ. సో మాస్, సపోజ్ ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ మాస్ ఆఫ్ ద బాడీ ఈజ్ 10 kilograms. or 100 kilograms, whatever. So 10 is the numerical value, it is mathematical value of magnitude, and kilogram, kg is the unit, international accepted unit. Okay, so that is the two factors must be required to measure the any body. Moreover, for example, velocity of the body. Another example. This is one example. This is another second. For example, another velocity of the body or velocity of the car is 100 meter per second. 100 meter per second. 100 is what? Numerical value. Meter per second is the SI unit, general unit. Okay, so two terms must be required to measure the any physical quantity. Okay, now so unit. What is meant by unit? What is meant? It is used for standard. It is standard for measurement. Simply, unit is what? Unit means simply it is used standard for measurement. Standard for measurement. Standard for measurement. There is nothing but simply unit. Simply unit. Standard for measurement. That is called unit. So generally, dear students, 7 fundamental units are there. The very most important, these 7 fundamental units. So in our physics, so fundamental units and derived units. Fundamental units. Fundamental units and derived units. Derived units. So what are fundamental units? What are fundamental units? The units of fundamental quantities are called fundamental units. మనం ఇందాక 7 ఫండమెంటల్ క్వాంటిటీస్ గురించి డిస్కస్ చేసాము. వాటి యొక్క యూనిట్స్ నే మనం ఫండమెంటల్ యూనిట్స్ అంటాం. Similarly, derived units means these are the units of derived quantities. These are the units of derived quantities. Derived quantities are called derived units. Okay. See, students, fundamental units. Fundamental units means what? These are the units of fundamental quantities. Are called fundamental units. Generally, fundamental units are 7 because 7 fundamental quantities are there. So that's why 7 units, corresponding units are there. So ఏంటన్నా fundamental units అంటే ఫస్ట్ వన్ సో ఫిజికల్ క్వాంటిటీ కూడా రాస్తాగా. ఫిజికల్ క్వాంటిటీ యూనిట్ అండ్ సింబల్. So first one now, physical quantity length. Unit ఏంటన్నా meter. Simply m, small m. Okay, second one now, length. Time, second. Simply yes. Next, mass, kilogram. Like kg. Okay, next temperature, Kelvin. simply K. Electric current. Electric current. Ampere. A. Amount of substance. Mole. Just a mole. Last one, luminous intensity. Luminous intensity. So luminous intensity candle. Like so luminous intensity candela CAND. So see dear students, these are the physical quantities, these are the corresponding units of physical quantities. So the units of fundamental quantities are called fundamental units. These are 7 length, meter, time, second, mass, kilogram, temperature, Kelvin, electric current, ampere, amount of substance, mole, luminous intensity candela. Okay, so these are the very most important 3 marks question. Okay, mention the fundamental units. Okay, next derived units. So derived units means what? The units of, these are the units of derived quantities. These are the units of derived quantities. The units are known as derived units. So number of, so derived quantities are there, corresponding number of units are there. For example, except these 7, remaining all quantities are derived quantities, corresponding units are derived units. So for example, so velocity is the derived quantity, corresponding unit meter per second. Meter per second. So and speed also meter per second. Speed. Okay, now I also say velocity and derived quantity. ఎక్కడి నుంచి డెరైవ్ చేసావురా? ఫండమెంటల్ క్వాంటిటీకి డెరైవ్ చేసాం. సో ఎట్లా డెరైవ్ చేద్దాం ఒకసారి చూస్తే వెలాసిటీ అనేది ఏంట్రా? వెలాసిటీ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు రేట్ ఆఫ్ చేంజ్ ఆఫ్ డిస్ప్లేస్మెంట్. రేట్ ఆఫ్ చేంజ్ ఆఫ్ డిస్ప్లేస్మెంట్ ఆర్ డిస్ప్లేస్మెంట్ ఈజ్ నథింగ్ బట్ లెంగ్త్. So length divided by time. So length divided by time. See, we should length. Length is the physical quantity. Time is the physical quantity. So ee rodinti ochindi ra velocity. Okay. So meter per second. Okay na, this is the derived quantity. For example, force is quantity. Force also a derived quantity. So force is the derived quantity which is derived from fundamental quantities. Force. Force is nothing but force is equal to m into a. F is equal to ma. Okay. So m is nothing but mass into acceleration is nothing but velocity by time. The rate of change of velocity is called acceleration. Okay, then so mass into velocity is what? Velocity is what? Length by time. Length by time into time. Time is the velocity into length by time or distance by time or displacement by time, whatever into time. So mass, length, time, these are all fundamental quantities. So mass is the fundamental quantity, length also fundamental quantity, time also fundamental quantity. Okay. See, so all derived quantities. Okay, now Remaining all except these 7, remaining all are derived quantities. Corresponding unit is nothing but derived units. Okay. So next one now, system of units. System of units. System of units. So generally there are 3 systems are there. That is MK system, CGS system, FPS system. So the physical quantities which are measured by using different types of systems. So internationally accepted systems. These systems are internationally accepted systems. Okay. See, system physical quantity system and see this is a system and the corresponding units. See system. For example, first one is MK system. MKS system. That is meter, kilogram, second system. Okay, MK system. MK system. In MK system, a length measuring meters. This is unit. This is what? Physical quantity. Physical quantity. Okay. Unit. Corresponding unit. MK system, length measured in meters and mass measured in kilogram, time measured in second. So in MK system, length measured in meter, mass measured in kilogram, time measured in seconds. Okay. And second one, CGS system. CGS system. This is MK system. CGS means centimeter, grams, seconds. Grams and seconds. So in this system, length measuring centimeter, mass measuring grams, time measuring seconds. And the last one, FPS system. FPS system. See the students. FPS system, length measuring foot. F means foot, P means pound, S means second. So length measuring foot, mass measuring pound, time measured in second. So dear students, these are the 3 systems. So MK system, CG system, FPS system. In MK system, length ni meter lo express chestaru, meter lo measure chestaru, mass ni kilograms lo measure chestaru, time ni seconds lo measure chestaru. Series system అయితే length ni centimeters lo, mass ni grams lo, time ni seconds lo measure chestaru. FPA system length ni foot lo, mass ni pound lo, pounds antaru, time ni seconds lo measure chestaru. Okay. So MK system is adopted in the year of 1936 around. So then after 7 remaining, these are the only 3 physical quantities are there. So length, mass, time. Remaining 4 physical quantities are added. Then after, so in 1975, so in around 1975 4 physical quantities ni దీనికి యాడ్ చేసేసి సో ఎంకే సిస్టమ్ ని కొద్దిగా మోడర్న్ గా చేంజ్ చేశారన్న దట్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ ఎస్ఐ సిస్టమ్. ఓకే, ఎస్ఐ సిస్టమ్ ఇస్ వాట్? ఇంటర్నేషనల్ సిస్టమ్ ఆఫ్ యూనిట్స్. ద మోడర్న్ వర్షన్ ఆఫ్ ఎంకే సిస్టమ్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ ఎస్ఐ సిస్టమ్. సో జనరల్ ఎంకే సిస్టమ్ జనరల్ మనం 1936 అరౌండ్ ఆ ఇయర్లో అడాప్ట్ చేసుకున్నాం. సో దెన్ ఆఫ్టర్ ఏం చేశారు, కొద్దిగా దాన్ని డెవలప్ చేసి సో న్యూ సిస్టమ్ డెవలప్ చేశారు. సో ఈ 3 కాకుండా ఇంకొక 4 యాడ్ చేశారు. 4 సో రిమైనింగ్ టెంపరేచరు, ఎలక్ట్రిక్ కరెంటు, అమౌంట్ ఆఫ్ సబ్స్టెన్స్, లూమినస్ ఇంటెన్సిటీ ఈ యాడ్ చేసి సో కొద్దిగా న్యూగా డెవలప్ చేసేసి దాన్ని ఎస్ఐ సిస్టమ్ అని పేరు పెట్టారు. 1970 నియర్లీ 1975. So general conference on system of units లో ఫైనలైజ్ చేసిన టోటల్ 7 ఫండమెంటల్ ఎస్ఐ యూనిట్స్ కింద మెన్షన్ చేసి దానికి ఎస్ఐ సిస్టమ్ అని నేమ్ ఇచ్చారు. సో దట్ ఈస్ ఎస్ఐ సిస్టమ్ మీన్స్ వాట్? ఇంటర్నేషనల్ సిస్టమ్ ఆఫ్ యూనిట్స్. ఎస్ఐ నౌడేస్ లో మనం యూజ్ చేసేది ఎస్ఐ సిస్టమ్. So what is meant by SI system? The modern version of MK system. These are the old versions. So మనం ఏమైనా సరే ఈ సెంటీమీటర్ లోని గ్రామ్స్ లో సెకండ్ అన్నింటిలో కూడా టైం సెకండ్ అయినా సెంటీమీటర్ గ్రామ్స్ ఆర్ ఫూట్ పౌండ్ వీటిలో ఉంటే మనం ఎస్ఐ సిస్టంలో కన్వర్ట్ చేసుకోవాలి. ఎక్కడైనా ఫిజికల్ క్వాంటిటీస్ యాక్చువల్గా మనకి ఈ ఎంకే సిస్టమ్ అసలు ఓల్డ్ వర్షన్ అది ఎవరో సిజిఎస్ సిస్టమ్ ఇస్తూ ఉంటారు జనరల్గా సెంటీమీటర్స్ మనం కన్వర్ట్ చేసుకుంటాం ఎస్ఐ సిస్టంలో. So for example, length of the scale, length of the scale is L is equal to 100 centimeters. And centimeter is what? That is CG system. It is converted into SI system. SI system lo convert chestuntanna. So L is equal to 100 means 10 square force. Centimeter equal to how many meters? 10 power minus 2 meters. Okay, so minus 2 plus 2 cancel out. Ultimately length is equal to what? 1 meter. So length of the scale 100 centimeters is nothing but 1 meter. 1 meter. So 100 centimeters is nothing but what? 1 meter. Simple. So ఏదైనా సరే మనకి సిజిఎస్ సిస్టంలో ఉంటే వాటిని మనం ఎస్ఐ సిస్టంలో కన్వర్ట్ చేసుకోవాలి. ఓకే, సో దట్ ఈస్ ద ఎస్ఐ సిస్టమ్. ద మోడర్న్ వర్షన్ ఆఫ్ ఎంకే సిస్టమ్ ఇస్ నథింగ్ బట్ ఎస్ఐ సిస్టమ్. ఓకే, క్లియర్. నెక్స్ట్ so 7 fundamental units are there and 2 supplementary units are there, nana. Okay, 2 supplementary units, 7 fundamental units. So present now discuss chesana manam pre just 2 supplementary units. Aa 2 supplementary units ente first one radian. So that is 2 supplementary units. There is physical quantities ente angle, plane angle, solid angle. Plane angle. Plane angle unit వచ్చి plane angle radian. So another one వచ్చేసి solid angle. Steradian. So ఈ రెండింటిని మనం టూ సప్లిమెంటరీ యూనిట్స్ అని 7 యూనిట్స్ కి 2 యూనిట్స్ యాడ్ చేసి టోటల్ గా ఈ రెండింటిని సప్లిమెంటరీ యూనిట్స్ అంటాం. ఫండమెంటల్ యూనిట్స్ వచ్చి 7, ఈ రెండింటిని సప్లిమెంటరీ యూనిట్స్ అంటాం మనం. ప్లేన్ యాంగిల్ SI యూనిట్ రేడియన్, సాలిడ్ యాంగిల్ స్టెరేడియన్. హౌ టు మెజర్ plane angle, how to measure solid angle? So the angle is subtended by at the center of the circle by a arc of length is nothing but plane angle. See the students, suppose this is the circle. The angle is subtended by the center of the circle by an arc of circle. See like this. See, this is what d theta. D theta is nothing but this is center nana. D theta is nothing but plane angle. Angle plane or plane angle, whatever it. So suppose now this is radius vector, whatever it. Okay. So this is a radius nana. Of course, this is also radius. This is what length. Of course, I will take dl or s, whatever it. So plane angle d theta is what? Plane angle. Plane angle is equal to, so length, arc length by radius. So that is what? Arc length by the ratio of arc length by radius. That is nothing but plane angle. So how to measure? So angles are very small. D theta is the very small angle. Okay. So see sin theta, tan theta, whatever it is, angles are very small. From this triangle like this, of course angles are very small. D theta is equal to simply opposite side. So I will take the tan d theta. Of course, dear students, tan of d theta. Angles are very small, that's why I will take tan d theta identical equal to theta. Identical equal to d theta. So d theta is equal to tan theta is what? Opposite side by adjacent side. Opposite side is what? dl. Adjacent side is what? R. That is the d theta. That is d theta is what? Plane angle. Plane angle d theta is equal to dl by r. Dl is what? Arc length. Dl is what? Arc. See the student like this. This is d theta. This is what? dl or ds. Whatever. This is r. Of course, this is also r. Arc length by radius. This is center one. The angle subtended by the center of the circle by an arc of length. Okay. So simply arc length by radius. Okay, arc length by radius nana. Unit is what? Radian. Unit is what? Radian. So radian radius. Then nana plane. Next solid angle. SI unit is steradian. The angle is subtended by the center of the solid, center of the sphere. So by an area, simply solid angle is nothing but say unit is steradian. So simply solid angle is represented like this, d ohm, like this, d ohm. This is what? D theta. This is what? Ohm, like this, ohm, d ohm is equal to simply, so area divided by, so area divided by arc of area divided by radius square. radius square. దీనికి డబుల్ అన్న ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ దీనికి డబుల్. దీనికి ట్వైస్ చేసుకుంటే వచ్చింది. Length into length. Of course, length square that is nothing but meter square. That is nothing but area. SI unit of area is meter square. So, and radius double is radius square. So, there is a solid angle means area by radius square. Area by radius square. There is nothing but solid angle. Solid angle is same like this. So, see. So, this is one. This is double. Simply this is what? Area BA. This is B ohm. B ohm. This is center of the solid. The angle is subtended by the center of the solid by an area. So see, this is d ohm. D ohm is nothing but area by opposite opposite side like this. This is the overall area. So అంటే ఏం లేదు, జస్ట్ సాలిడ్ స్పియర్ లో తీసుకుంటే స్మాల్ రీజియన్, స్మాల్ ఏరియా బై రేడియస్ స్క్వేర్ వేస్తే మనకు వచ్చేది సాలిడ్ యాంగిల్. SI unit is stereo. SI unit is what? Stereo. Area by radius square. దీనికి డబుల్. So these two are plane angle, solid angle. Angle in plane surface, angle in space is nothing but solid angle. So arc length by radius వేస్తే మనకు వచ్చేది plane angle. Area by radius వేస్తే వచ్చేది solid angle. B ohm అంటారు. Okay. So these are the two supplementary units. Here being supplementary units are 2 and fundamental units are 7. Okay. So next multiples and submultiples. కొన్ని చెక్ చేద్దామన్నా. multiples and submultiples. Multiples and submultiples. Corresponding powers. మనకు ఆల్రెడీ మీరు చూసి ఉంటారు జనరల్గా మల్టిపుల్స్. సో వాటిలో దాంతో 1/1 10 power 1 10 to the power of 1. సో మనం జనరల్గా డెకాన్ 10 power 1. సో 10 power 2 hectare. So 10 power 3 ని ఏమంటారు? కిలో. జస్ట్ కిలో. So 10 power 6 mega. 10 power 9 giga. Okay. So multiples and submultiples. So next 10 power 12 tera. 10 power 15. So peta. 10 power 18 hexa. Okay na? See, rasta multiples and sub 10 power 18 is what? Hexa. So symbol of E. 10 power 15 peta. P. 10 power 12 tera. T. 10 power 9 giga. G. 10 power 6 mega. M. 10 power 3 kilo. Small k. Capital letters is small k. So 10 power 2 hectare. Which 10 power 1 deca. D. So these are the multiples. అంటే మనం ఏదైనా సరే ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ గిగా వోల్ట్స్ అన్నాడు లేదు గిగా మీటర్స్ 10 పవర్ 9 మీటర్స్ కిలోమీటర్ కిలో మీన్స్ వాట్ 10 క్యూబ్ మీటర్స్ ఓకే ఎట్లాగా సో కిలో కేజీ కిలోగ్రామ్ కిలో మీన్స్ 10 క్యూబ్ గ్రామ్స్ లైక్ దట్ అట్లా సో hectare 10 power 2 deca 10 power 1 next so deci 10 power minus 1 this is deca deci 10 power minus 1 centi like centimeter 10 power minus 2 c milli 10 power minus 3 symbol like symbol is also symbol okay nana milli small one micro 10 power minus 6 mu nano 10 power minus 9 that is n pico 10 power minus 12 pico 10 power minus 12 femto 10 power minus 15 like f femto means auto 10 power minus 18 so you higher values na these are the minute values hexa 18 multiples and sub multiples na మరి కామన్గా ఫిజిక్స్లో వస్తూ ఉంది అప్పుడప్పుడు మెగావాట్స్ అని గిగావాట్స్ అని కిలోవాట్స్ కిలో మీన్స్ 10 క్యూబ్ రాస్తాం మీటర్స్లో కన్వర్ట్ చేసుకోవాలి ఓకే 10 పవర్ 1 డెకా 10 పవర్ 2 మీన్స్ హెక్టార్ సో కిలో 1 కిలో ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ 10 క్యూబ్ 1 మెగా ఈక్వల్ 10 పవర్ 6 1 గిగావాట్ 10 పవర్ 9 టెరావాట్ 10 పవర్ 12 పెటా మీన్స్ 10 పవర్ 15 హెక్సా మీన్స్ 10 పవర్ 18 పవర్స్ multiples of powers simply and smaller values like deci 10 power minus 1 deci means what 10 power minus 1 centi is like centimeters like that 10 power minus 2 milli 10 power minus 3 micro minus 6 so lower values minus 6 10 power minus 6 nano 10 power minus 9 pico 10 power minus 12 femto 10 power minus 15 femto or fermi whatever it fermi kuda anchu auto 10 power minus 18 okay so these are the multiples and multiples and sub multiples we generally use chestam physics lo okay